A stunning new cave discovered at Florida Caverns State Park is rewriting everything we know about the caves of Florida. It is called New Cave, or Liz's Surprise. A couple of years ago, no one even knew it was there. Now, we already know that it is the third longest cave in Florida, and the exploration is just beginning.
So we walked up to it. It was a kind of just a small little rock limestone outcropping on the side of a hill. There was just this teeny little crack that had this little fern sticking above it, and that fern was just blowing in the wind. So the cave was actually blowing quite a bit of air out. It took a little bit of work to make the entrance big enough for us to get into, but once we did, we actually descended down a ladder approximately about 20 to 25 feet and then got into a big standing room. And then from there, we just started exploring and surveying. Right now, it's 5,576 feet long. There's definitely potential for it to be longer.
The cave was found on the so-called Bennett parcel, a piece of land recently purchased by the state and added to the park. According to Billy Bailey, park manager at Florida Caverns, it is one of more than a dozen new caves already found on the property. But this cave outdid them all. As an exploring team went into it, they were stunned to find that it kept going and going and going.
It's very mazy, so there's some large, wide, probably about 30 to 40 foot wide passages. Most of the larger passages are about 10 feet tall to 15 feet tall, so it's actually quite large for a Florida cave. But then offset from that, kind of interconnecting all the larger passages, are crawlways, which can average between a foot to 2 feet wide by no more than maybe 10 inches to about a foot and a half tall, just depending on what it is and where you're going.
So far, the researchers have found no evidence of human activity in the cave, either by prehistoric Native Americans or people from modern times. They are finding spectacular formations, chambers, passages, and an array of life that exists thousands of feet from the mouth of the cavern.
So living, we're finding it's definitely used by bats. We didn't see a ton, maybe 2 or 3 at a time, but there is definitely some probably tricolored bats in there. Definitely the normal salamanders that you would see in a cave, slimy and cave salamanders. And the cave actually has water flowing through it, and when the Chipola River goes up and down, the water level in this cave is affected by that. So it'll go from where there's just potholes in the floor to where you can see under a kind of a stream underneath that. And inside though, there's actually cave adapted crayfish and the cave adapted salamanders, the Georgia cave salamander, which are endangered. So that's why this cave is pretty significant biologically. Other than that, there's the normal spiders, crickets, and then we have seen some mammals have gotten trapped in the cave, but it's just bone remains.
It is fenced and under constant surveillance by park rangers. Research continues. Explorers expect to announce soon that they have reached a point deep enough to name it the second longest explored cave in Florida. How far does it extend beyond that? We will all just have to await the results of their investigation. To learn more about this remarkable cave, visit our website at www.twoeggtv.com. At Florida Caverns State Park in Marianna, Florida, I'm Rachel Conrad for 2 Egg TV.